G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. Well, I'm pretty much in the final stages of my homemade large format film plate camera project. Basically today I've been primarily working on the preview screen, which the screen is from my LCD monitor, and I've just mounted it on some planks of chipwood, the coarse chipwood and the fine chipwood, whatever you call it. And yeah, I just added a few more bits of wood so I can get this preview screen accurately spaced back from the main frame, so it's the same. So the screen is the exact same distance from the lens as that of the film holder, of the film position inside the film holder, so that way I don't get any mismatch and blurry, don't get any mismatch of focusing and end up with blurry images. Anyway, that part's all done. As you can see here, you can see outside on the preview screen. I mean, it looks quite dark because of the fact I'm using a small aperture. And yeah, as mentioned in my previous videos, I'm using only a single aperture because I don't have an adjustable aperture to use. So it's going to be so it's an f/37 single aperture, and I chose it for best depth of field and to do lengthy exposures. So because I'm not using a mechanical shutter, so I can just take the cap off and then put it back on again when I'm done, without going, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, now all I have to do is just put a hood over this, some sort of mounting, a bit of covering over the gap there, so I don't get stray light in, and just something to mount this to secure this onto the back of the camera. And I need to do the same for the film plate holder. So that's pretty well secured. I've added foam protrusion there, so because that goes inside the camera frame, and that will further block out light coming from the sides. I'm going to put an outer covering, as mentioned, to further block out light. And I've just glued on a couple of foam pieces so I can block out any light coming into where the slide door is. I'm going to have to somehow bend these over and make sure that it's pretty well tight over the slide door. So yeah, the idea is pretty much to block out as much light as possible, block out all light pretty much. Otherwise light leaks will cause some fogging to the film or the plate or the photographic paper, whatever I choose to use. Anyway, also I need to somehow put a clamp onto this slider here, so when I rack the lens to an appropriate position, I can just clamp it down and hold it in position. That I need to do as well. Yeah, hopefully I'll get this all done tonight, so I can slip some photographic paper in to test it out, and test the camera out tomorrow. I'm going to first use photographic paper for testing, so if there's any light leak issues, and I'm not going to ruin some cool vintage photographic plates or anything. So best start with photographic paper first, and then I'll progress to using plates and large format films. Anyway, I'm actually quite amazed with myself that this camera is looking a lot more neater than my usual projects look. Actually kind of looks like a real vintage camera to a certain degree. Anyway, well, stay tuned for the next video. Next video I should have this all completed. So yeah, Stay tuned for that. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel signing out.